Hi guys, this is lesson 3-4, solving systems that have three variables. So if you'll notice we have the system here. We have three equations now, and we have three variables, an x, a y, and a z. So the first thing that you want to do is follow these steps. Number your equations 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to call the first one 1, second one 2, and the third one 3. And now choose two equations to work with. I am going to start with numbers 1 and 2, so I'm just going to rewrite them here, number 1 and number 2, and I want 5x plus 3y plus 2z equals 2, and I need 2x plus y minus z equals 5. I want to eliminate one of the variables here, so you look at all of your choices and determine which one you think would be the easiest. It does not matter which one you do. I am going to do 2, the z. I'm going to solve for z here, or I'm going to eliminate z. So I need to multiply this entire equation by 2. I already have a positive and a negative, so the 2 is enough. So multiply this whole thing by 2, and I'm going to get 4x plus 2y plus 2y minus 2z equals 10. And I'm going to rewrite the original first equation above. 5x plus 3y plus 2z equals 2. I didn't do anything to that one. Now go ahead and eliminate the variable that you wanted to eliminate. So these are opposites. They will eliminate. And then go ahead and combine all of your other like terms. So we get 9x plus 5y equals 12. Now I am going to label this equation number 4 because I already have equation 1, 2, and 3. So this is going to be called number 4. Now do the same process over again with two different equations. So last time I used 1 and 2. This time maybe I'll use 2 and 3. Or I could use 1 and 3. It doesn't matter. I think I'll use 1 and 3. 1 is 5x plus 3y plus 2z equals 2. And 3 is x plus 4y plus 2z equals 16. Now, what's really important here is that you need to eliminate the same variable as you did up here. So I need to eliminate the z's again. So I need one of them to be negative because they're both already 2. So let's multiply all of this by a negative 1 and we'll get negative x minus 4y minus 2z equals negative 16. And of course the first one stays the same. And then we cancel our z's. Go ahead and combine your like terms. 4x minus a y equals negative 14. We will call this equation number 5. Now, take equation number 4 and equation number 5 and again eliminate a variable. We're trying to get it down so we only have one variable that we solve for. So I'm going to multiply equation number 5 because it looks easier to get this to be a 5 so that it will cancel than making these 36 or something else. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply this equation by 5. And I'll have 20x minus 5y equals negative 70. And then I have 9x plus 5y equals 12. Go ahead and combine your like terms. 29x these cancel, and 70, let's see, 58, negative. Scoot over my equal sign. Now we can solve for x at this point because this is an equation that we can solve. So x will equal negative 2. Now that we know what x is, you can plug it back in, but you can only plug it back into either equation number 4 or equation number 5. If you tried to plug x in for one of the first 3, you still have y and z that you don't know. So you would still have 2 variables and you wouldn't be able to solve for both of them. So put it back into either equation number 4 or 5 where you only have 2 variables so you can solve for the other one. So we're going to plug it in. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into equation number 5. So we'll say 4 times negative 2 minus y equals negative 14. Negative 8 minus y equals negative 14. Add 8 to both sides. Negative y equals a negative 6. Therefore, y equals 6. Okay, so now we have an x value, a y value. Now we can plug both of them in to one of the original equations and solve for z. So I'm going to start with number 3, equation number 3. That's the only one I'm going to use. Negative 2 is the x value, plus 4 times the 6 plus 2z equals 16. Negative 2 plus 24 plus 2z equals 16. 22 plus 2z equals 16. Z equals negative 6. Divide by the 2. And z equals negative 3. Now you could check this by plugging everything in, all 3 of these, into one of your equations and make sure that it works. Make sure that you get the answer. You could check all 3 of them to make sure that all 3 answers, when plugged in, give a true statement. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, let me know.